gonna be a marination of this lovely organic rump steak, and I'm gonna take you through my own recipe. But before we go any further, we just take off that excess water, or bloody water, put it that way. I just didn't want to use that word to make sure I'm politically correct, you know. As you can see, I mean, they said organic and everything, but this is not a good quality steak. It's 5 pounds, but let me tell you something. The marinating bit will add a little bit, obviously, to the flavor, but this is not a quality steak. I mean, salt bear or salt bee wouldn't even feed that to his dog. But then again, you know, in Great Britain, it's good enough, you know. I mean, the new prince wouldn't eat it either, I suppose, but he doesn't need to. His mother has been sponsored with £35,000 every single month to have flowers on her breakfast table. Well, now she's smelling these flowers from 6 feet under, but God knows what other hobbies the prince has. But let's come back to the steak. Actually, that's quite nice. I just seen, because this is cool. This is actually cool, because that's done. Yeah, no, that is cool, because we can look. This is not a quality steak. I mean, what the hell that's supposed to be? What is this? Yeah, so basically 2 meals, or in fact 4 meals. I mean, yeah, so 2 meals, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. 1. Oh God, Alex Corbin, no, not this time, mate. So let's just carry on with this. Yeah, this guy's potentially going to prison. So he calls me like 10 times a day, but I don't mind to talk to him, because you know, I have not much else to do either, except of marinating steaks and talk to prison people who go to prison. Anyway, let's put a little cracked paper on that cheap steak. Well, it's not that cheap. It's £5. £5 for the one. I mean, now I created 2, but we can't really talk from cheap. So let me just try to adjust this for you to get a better experience. I don't like really editing and all this. I'd rather just do a live video, and then you guys know it's real, with all the mistakes and everything, because this is how I roll. I don't want to be perfect at all, because generally life is imperfect, right? So we have a little cracked sea salt, and we're gonna have some onions going as well, which I'm going to prepare. And yes, I do appreciate that it might be a little bit boring, because you wanna see a 50 hours video in 1 second, because the way the world moves. But on the other hand, I don't really do that, because I wanna. The reason I'm doing it, not because I need you. I don't really care about you, because I don't know you. I'm doing it because YouTube pays me money. I know this is not the right attitude, but this is the truth. So you can have the other YouTubers lying to you that, oh, I'm doing it because I wanna be a good human and I wanna help you. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is obviously a lie, because why would someone produce something like that just to help you if they're not benefiting? People do YouTube because they want to earn money. Majority of people. Not everybody, but the big boys who making the big cash, and I'm not one of them at that stage, is doing it because of the cash. And if they tell you otherwise, then they're lying. So therefore, I'm gonna need to drag these videos out as long as possible, because if the videos are short, then it might be entertaining for you guys, but I'm not earning any money. So you know, it's like editing videos is like making the customer happy, but damaging your business. Except you have a short video and millions of views, then it's different. You still make enough. But I don't want to waste my time editing, and then nobody's watching it, or very few people watching it. So plenty of garlic, here. And let me just turn the camera so you guys can see how I'm doing the garlic. This is another interesting thing. So just smash it up, and then it literally pops out of its shell. Oh, so I have garlic. Seriously, babes, we run out of garlic. Outside where? The toilet? No, inside with the potato. Ah, okay. Now, the situation with this meat, and I'm not saying cheap of the price, because the price is actually quite expensive. I'm saying the cut. You can see the very little marbles on that animal. So it's not a high quality steak. But of course, what do you expect for 5 pounds? I mean, if you want to eat a high quality steak, you're gonna pay your 30-40 quid. But with the marination, you really can add a really nice flavor to it, and the meat is gonna be much tender. So if you cook this direct, and I cooked over 1,000 steaks in my life, 950 of them I messed up, basically, and do so to the very day. And many, if I cook 10, 8 of them are not really good. One of them is perfect, and the other one is edible. So of course we eat it all, and nobody complains, because we have a rule in the house: if someone cooks for you, then complaining, you just eat. You don't necessarily enjoy it, but you just shut up and eat. And this is how we roll. But with this marinade, the steak gets tender, sucks in all this lovely flavor from that healthy garlic. And another bonus is that you can use this leftover oily marinade to in the fridge, or even put in a freezer for many months, and marinate other things in it as well, chicken and lamb, or whatever you want. So it's not that deep. Okay, so I think we have enough garlic here. So now we continue with the onions. You can chili powder and all this, because the steak will suck it in. It's another way I came up with peeling potatoes. Onions, literally just like that, and it should have come off. But these are older than the oldest street in the world. They're falling apart. They are soaked with water. They've been in the rain, and I mean, they've been through a lot. I mean, these potatoes travel several thousand miles from somewhere like Morocco or Tunisia, then ended up in England, and they took them all the way up to Scotland, right? They came back to London, condom, and we still use them. Not the condoms, no, the potatoes. Sorry, the onions. The condoms we don't use anymore. No, those are for the beginners. We're more experienced now. We don't need condoms. We don't have sex, you know. So no need for use those. Excellent. Here we go. Goes in there. Another one. This is also the cheapest, dodgiest onion you can have. I mean, the amount of bad food you eat in this country is, I mean, it's just second to none. It's just second to none. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not here to put the country down, but I'm telling you, if you go in France to a supermarket, or in Austria or Italy, and you go to the deli, what is it, deli section? Is it daily? Not deli. I don't know where the cheeses are and all this, or to the meat section, and you look there, and then you go to a Tesco somewhere in South Tottenham, you know. I mean, it's just hardcore. Or for that matter, Newham, you know, even worse, to be perfectly frank. Okay, but as you can see, it's coming together quite nicely, and the time is now enough as well for me to make money, and therefore I'm gonna stop this video and start another one, and I call this one, and the other one will be part 2. So another click, another advertise, you know. And this is not me being funny, it's just because of you two being a bunch of right. Part 2 coming up in 5 minutes, but right now this is what you get on that one. Dongy doggies for tuning my channel. Like, share, comment, and of course, au revoir.